Check. Alright. It was hard for me to decide if I wanted to stream on Twitch or to stream on YouTube for this one. But yeah, let's just go on. Nothing really to jump to. I can show you my Anby and I can show you the character I'm going to be probably using. But yeah, she's a level 50 at the moment. I don't want to get her to level 60 due to the fact that okay, copium. I was gonna lie. Basically, I just don't have the energy. I don't have the time or energy to basically do it. But this is the set I'm running on her. People are probably running electricity, or they're running Miyabi's disc set to get more crit damage. Okay, that makes sense. But Jesus Christ, it's early in the morning. Why are people freaking screaming? Damn children, dude. Oh God. Sorry, I don't want to freaking pop off like that. It's just very annoying.
Number 0,
kids that aren't
Anby.
And then they just scream all the goddamn time. But
looking for standing by. Number 0,
weird way of communication. But yeah. So that's my Anby. Poacher, I'm probably not gonna use her in this story. She's sharing 1 in 6, 1 in 5 with Anby, who I'm going to be using as well. I'm going to be using both Anbys, and I'm going to be using Nicole most likely, just because it's a very, very fun looking thing. Ooh, this is 3-parter. Alright. I haven't seen any spoilers for this, because I tend not to do these until I actually have the character. I haven't seen any spoilers for this, and I hear that this is sad. I'm sorry. Opening a monster, I'm so tired. Two seconds. Alright. Let's go.
I just got back from Waterfall Soup.
Job?
No, nothing really. It might not even be a big deal. It's just... General Chop mentioned that Soldier 11 hasn't come to eat noodles at the shop for some time now. We haven't heard from her for a while either.
Yeah, we haven't heard from her VA in a while either.
Maybe she's had something important come up lately.
Something important, huh? But I think she'd still try to reply to a message from you, even if she were on a mission. This is starting to worry me now. Oh, if only her squad mates were with her.
At least 5 months. Not 6 months. It was in October. A few days ago, Trigger visited Scout Outpost. If I'm not mistaken, you're back to inquire about Soldier 11 again. When was the last time you got some shut-eye? They're closed right now. Don't worry, I'm fine. And I can't rest until I've confirmed her whereabouts. Recently, she keeps getting redeployed, and I haven't been able to contact her. Which is very unusual. You're a colleague, after all. So I thought perhaps you might have some information. You're in luck. However, I want you to promise me something. Don't push yourself too hard, and go get a good night's sleep. For her sake, if nothing else. Thanks. I'll do it for you too, Rex. I know you say that to everyone, but fine. Here goes. Someone who looks like a oh my God, we're starting already. Someone who looks a lot like Soldier 11 was spotted in Hollow Zero. According to the eyewitness account, she was with some armed individuals who are not Defense Force personnel. I'll send you the precise coordinates. Are you heading out now, Trigger? Oh shit. I got the blicky.
I've got your
the blicky.
A mission? Needs want to see the red.
This is...
Is it work? I'll help you win. The lunch is on your...
I'm pretty sure they don't want us to only use one character.
If you need help, a mission.
Wanna standing. I'll protect. Good day.
You know what? I'm not gonna use the Ramby.
Anby.
I'm not using the Ramby.
I have 2 guns, so double the act.
Good day. Asset ready for. A new.
Needs want to see the. I'm at you.
Only the. This is the. Did you call
me?
Yeah. Erratic.
Fine.
I'll protect you from any danger. To what do I? I'm sorry.
So you're gonna use Billy or
I
Corn.
have 2 guns, so double the accuracy.
I'm gonna take my Nekomiya pieces. Because he's sharing pieces with Nekomiya and Corn.
Number 6.
I'm not gonna use them on the same team, so I can just switch them out whenever I want.
Standing by. Captain of Silver Squad.
Oh, screw it.
It's been a while.
Screw it, I want to use her. Might as well stay in the story. What's the point of not doing the whole mission at all until I get the character? No, I don't use the character. I play the character enough. There might be some small details I don't know about the character though. 25 purge points. Purge points when other active characters in the team hit enemies with attacks. They can trigger various aftershock attacks from trigger. When any aftershock hits an opponent, it increases the target's stun damage multiplier. Effect which remains effective even when the target is not stunned. So she's chingy. She's chingy. That's cool because we need more stunners that amplify the stun damage multiplier. I just wish they weren't the same element. That's one thing I would say, you know what I mean? But then this is if I got Trigger, personally I don't like Chingy's gameplay. So personally, I find this fine due to the fact that there is no real such thing as power creep in this game. It's basically all just your player preference. I don't really like Chingy. So there's this different character that does basically the same thing in a more interesting way than Chingy. But if I did like Chingy, I could just play Chingy. You know what I mean? Just like, I understand the Miyabi situation is a big problem. Because it gives people a feeling that in the future this could happen again. But then the whole thing about the Miyabi situation is the fact that they told us from the beginning, from the get-go, that Miyabi was going to come out and she was going to be the strongest unit. Then they had story implications and story reasons as to why Miyabi was going to be the strongest. And even hinted at it with multiple sections of the story. With her fighting the giant freaking bosses. You know what I mean? Like, all these things went into the fact that when she did come out, she power tripped Ellen, but it wasn't in a sense that she was just a better ice unit. She just has stronger multipliers, which allow her to use her judgment cut and all these other moves that, you know, chunk damage. She basically, it's not assault damage, but it's kind of like ice ain't assault damage. When she gets the meter filled, when she gets her the ice anomaly meter filled, you take a giant chunk of damage. But Ellen, on the other hand, she's an attack unit who constantly does high amount of damage. So she's going to whittle you away fast, like more consistently than Miyabi, until Miyabi gets that proc. Then bam, then it's a huge chunk of damage, you know what I mean? So Miyabi and she hits a huge area, you know what I mean? So there's different things that allow Miyabi to be better than Ellen, but it doesn't change that Ellen is still viable and still usable in any content, you know what I mean? And it's all about preference. Because if I want to play the Virgil DMC kind of playstyle, I'll use Miyabi. If I want to play if I want to go back to 1.0, or I want to keep playing with freaking Ellen, I'll keep playing with Ellen. Because there's such a fun team. Ellen, Lyco, Nicole literally carried me through the Kaleda, Lucy, Ben. Kaleda, Ben, Lucy carried me through early game content. But no, Kaleda, Ben, Lucy. I had Kaleda, Ben, Lucy, and I had Ellen, Lyco, Nicole in the beginning of the game. Those are my two teams that I could take into shield defense and I could just clear everything. You know what I mean? Or I can play in content and be like optimal with my Ellen gameplay. Because back then people wanted Ellen like on Zokaku. So basically now I can still play that exact same team. I go in one time with the freaking scissors with Ellen, or I load up Ellen ice stacks, stun them with Bicon, switch to Nicole, CC them, and then switch back to Ellen. Then boom, everyone's dead. But it's basically the same exact thing as Miyabi doing Judgment Cut. Because I'm CCing the enemies, bring them all into one area so I can actually do the same kind of thing. It's just, the way I'm describing it is because Miyabi doesn't have to bring them all in. She basically has a giant field of slashes. You know what I mean? But all in a sense is I'm just saying that with characters like Trigger, it just shows that there can be the same mechanics and there can be the same things that happen for characters, and they can be the same element, which personally I don't like. But it's all about preference and how the character plays that really interests you. You know what I mean? Because there's freaking Billy mains out there. Yeah, you could be using Nekomiya, you could be using freaking Jane Doe, you could be using any freaking physical character that's way better than Billy. But you choose to use Billy because he makes the game fun for you. Just play what's fun and stop caring about FOMO. Because literally that's not, like, there's no power creep, there's just FOMO. Literally, like, if you go into a mission with Ellen and you clear it and you're like, I could have beat that with Miyabi. I could have beat that easier with Miyabi easily, you know what I mean? I could have just did like one EX attack into freaking Judgment Card, into, you know, all this other bullshit. But then, all that is FOMO. Because, like, personally, I have all the characters besides Grace and fucking Zhu Yuan. Might be. Didn't mean to drop the F-bomb. Literally, I don't even think I got to the 50-50 for Zhu Yuan, which is kind of weird. But whatever. Yeah. I'm just all on that tangent. Okay, cool. When Trigger has purged, other active characters in the squad can activate Trigger's basic attack, Harmonized Shot. When hitting an enemy with a basic attack, dodge counter, or special attack, or quick assist, dealing extra damage and accumulating days. When hitting an opponent with heavy attacks, such as an special attack, assist, follow-up, or ultimate, they can activate Trigger's basic attack, Harmonizing Shot, Tartarus. Dealing electric damage and accumulating a large amount of days. See, I had Poultry and Trigger going off in one of the other game modes, and I couldn't figure out how Trigger was working, but it's the same exact thing. When hitting an enemy with the EX special attack or ultimate, Trigger will enter coordinated support. While in coordinated support, other active characters in the squad can trigger basic attack, Harmonized Shot whenever they hit enemies with any attack without consuming Purge and with no cooldown restrictions. Oh, is that when her meter? Oh, no. She has no meter.
Yeah, right. We've arrived at the coordinates Ray provided. She's so kind.
One thing I really wish you could do is change your target.
I'm on it.
Adjusting for wind.
Roger. Wide open.
Oh, wait. Yo. Third shot goes crazy. It's like, it reminds me,
ether fluctuations over
don't be
there.
weird. It's like Cammy from Street Fighter 6. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I need to get into a conversation with somebody about what is a Guna game nowadays. I understand like ZZZ's like marketing and everything is definitely pushing you towards like the Guna like aspect and everything, but every fighting game, I mean not every, but every game in general, not every game, but a lot of games nowadays have a selling point of
Increased
basically
firepower.
sex. You know what I mean? Sex is a huge selling point for a lot of games, and especially nowadays.
Supporting position.
Like, for instance, specifically like I already said it a second ago, Street Fighter. Like, everybody's first reaction to Cammy's
Got you
freaking
covered.
heavy kick, or what's like a medium kick in Street Fighter 6 when it first came out. She literally like
Show no mercy.
does her normal medium kick animation, but instead of just
The
the normal
melody of
animation,
combat. Ether vision activate.
besides the normal animation, she like her booty like jiggles like
The
jiggle.
target's exposed.
Like it's
Move behind
crazy.
me.
I'll pierce right through.
And then like we have like
Leave it to me, Anby.
the jury stuff.
Recalibrating. Target locked.
And then we have the jury stuff with her feet. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff
Time to pin them down.
in that game specifically.
Copy.
And you have the person who had the freaking mod, the Chun-Li mod, for her being naked in the middle of a tournament. You know what I mean? I need to figure out what this does. Okay, triggers quick assist. Okay, basically it's Poacher. It's Poacher. Okay, I understand how Poacher works, so I understand how this character works now. Okay, you use a special attack, it switches back to the other character. Also, something that's interesting is they're using Seth's mechanic of passing forward instead of to the right of your crew. So like every support character passes to the right. Some defense characters or some stun characters in this instance pass to the left, which is basically your DPS agent. So it's basically one second. Let my brain figure out what I'm trying to say. Make me feel more confident about how I structure my teams in general, because they kind of want stunners to be in the middle and supports to be the end, taggers to be at the front, different agents and stuff. Like if you have Bernice or whatever, if you do her ultimate, she passes to the next opponent, next character, and you want another anomaly character in that slot or something like that, or your DPS agent, not your support agent. It's I don't know. Core passive. Okay. 10 damage multiplier just by 35%, 35% for 5 seconds. Is an attacker or share the same attributes. See, back in the beginning of the game, people were complaining about how characters are restricted from working together, because in the beginning of the game you have to either be the same element or the same faction. Now they're just saying, oh, you have to either just be an attacker or you have the same attribute. Oh, this is attack character or share the same attribute. It's not even Obel Squad. It's not even Obel Squad. So you can be an attacker or an electric agent? That's crazy. So she works with so many more people then. All the attackers and any electric agent on a team. That's wild. When a crit rate exceeds 40%, each 1% crit rate above this threshold increases her days dealt by aftershock by 1.5. Okay, she is a stun character, so she doesn't really need crit rate, but you can easily... Wait, never mind. Crit rate piece only puts 24%. But hopefully her engine has crit rate engine for stunners.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Bro just left. Bro just ran away. Trigger subdues and captures an enemy. Don't hit me! You're from the defense force. It's order of the people. You can't just go dishing out vigilante justice, can you? I don't need to get my hands dirty. I just need to lead you in a place where no one can find you and remove your protective gear. It'll be the corruption here that takes your life. Fine, I'll tell you everything. You're looking for that woman, right? The one wearing a military uniform like yours, with that intriguing face. The others already restrained her and they took her that way. Is that so? Thank you for your cooperation. Trigger slams the butt of her gun against the enemy's mask. Ugh! The fake soldier's wailing doesn't save him from being forcibly put to sleep. Sending him into peaceful oblivion was an act of mercy. Sweet, Luke.
That's Soldier 11? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Take out that sniper.
I won't let you take her. In position. Fire support ready. Off balance. Time to pin them down. Wide open. You're in my sights.
There's so much is happening, dude. It's so sick. Reload it. Nice.
Recalibrating.
I'm on it.
The melody of combat. Fire support ready.
Resolve.
I'll pierce right through.
Oh, that's the ear special attack. Okay.
Press the advantage. You're in my sight.
It's time.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Who's behind me?
Support in position.
Amidst all the etheric turbulence, Trigger catches sight of Soldier 11. However, something feels different. Soldier 11 is not acting like her usual self.
Soldier 11! Damn it. You should have been no match for her. What did you do?
Ah, the blind sniper. So you actually can see.
Release her. Or else
Oh,
you'll
look at her
have my
mask.
bullets to answer to.
Look at Trigger's mask. She's getting angry.
Your friend is beyond help, Sniper. There's no stopping Silver's revival.
Just as Trigger fired a shot, the enemy vanished into the fissure with Soldier 11 in its arms. More enemies began closing in, and by the time Trigger finishes dealing with them, the fissure has already closed. What did they do to Soldier 11?
Damn you. Silver's revival. What did he mean by that?
When you have time. Soldier 11 and I will both be used using up all of our leave starting tomorrow. Let me take a mental break. Let me learn how to read again. Let me go back to 3rd grade. Soldier 11 and I will both be using up all of our leave starting today. Are you going on vacation together? Without me? Like Pody Boys, okay. I'm already racking my brain trying to figure out what I did to upset you. You know, it's not like that. I know. Soldier 11, haven't you found her yet? Yeah. Please tell the captain about this. Oh, yeah, please don't tell the captain about this just yet. She's already got enough on her plate. Are you sure you don't need any help? I appreciate the offer, but it won't be necessary. I don't want to kick the hornet's nest. After all, Soldier 11's recent frequent redeployments are also on orders from the higher-ups. Then am I the kick or the hornet's nest? I want to be the hornet's nest. That way, you'll think of me whenever you talk about hornets. Does she like hornets so much? Why would I ever talk about hornets? Never mind. There's something else too. What? There's more? I want to know, what does Silver's Revival mean? Sounds like a new Astro Yeah album. You're so sleep deprived that you've lost your sense of humor. Silver's Revival or whatever. Want me to ask about it on the internet? You're the best. Call me as soon as you have something. I always miss hearing your sweet voice. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it, you. Save your sweet talk for someone who actually needs it. Now, Soldier Trigger, I order you to go and get some rest. A few days later, Trigger receives a call from her companion. According to her reply, she has already reached out to the informant through internet. The contact information, a young woman on 6th Street holding a fried chicken burger? A young woman holding a fried chicken burger. Not gonna lie, pretty good choice. Not gonna lie. A burger is a burger. Typically, I would have thought she would like normal hamburgers, but a burger's a burger. Give me a chicken sandwich. I hope I could recognize the smell of a chicken burger. Wonder who's eating the chicken burger. Devs, stop that. Stop that, devs. This is the first time I've ever seen anything on Trigger like walking. Or walking around with Trigger. This is, the suit's very form-fitting. What are they made out of? Like legging material? She's a soldier. Is that a whale tail I see? What are you doing? What are you doing, devs? Let me in on it. It's sick. I like the passion. It's crazy. I saw a video of how the models are rigged and everything. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They have independent jiggle sensors and everything in each freaking part. It's absolutely crazy. Sorry, I'm not trying to look at her. I'm trying to piece together if she has her weapon on her, because it would be weird if she kind of didn't. Well, never mind. Anby doesn't have hers. It's just my brain going, damn. Jesus. She is so much taller. I thought they were oh wait. What am I talking about? Silver Soldier freaking the Silver Soldier project was a completely different thing than all of Opal Squad, I'm pretty sure. So Trigger most likely, for some reason the whole time I thought that Trigger was going to be another Anby, but I literally just didn't look at the stinking hair. If it's white hair, it's most likely another Anby. But Jesus, oh, the slow turn.
Hello.
Is it you? The one who contacted me on Internet?
Yep.
Straight to the point.
Oh, the burger. Sorry, I was starving, so I already finished it. Thanks for coming to meet me. Long story short, we need to stop Silver from coming back. By the way, what was your name again?
I hadn't introduced myself. I'm still unsure if I can trust you.
Oh.
Don't take it personally. I'm always cautious with people I've just met, especially someone from Internet who claims to have intel without any solid proof. But I have to admit,
Oh, look at her mask!
you do seem kind of familiar. Even though I can't see your face, you somehow remind me of a friend. A friend who's in danger.
So she is blind. Okay, that makes so much more sense why she's not like, oh my god, you're literally just Soldier 11. Like, what's up with this? Like, no wonder she can't trust her. Okay.
They've taken her, haven't they?
Wait,
Taking her?
how much do you actually know?
I'm just as clueless as you about what's happening. But you might have heard of me. I'm Anby, the former captain of Silver Company.
So, you're...
Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who died in Soldier 11's place. So you should get why I feel responsible for her.
Would you understand
Died in her
if I
place?
say I'm still not completely convinced?
No worries. I've dealt with even more skeptical people before. Trust isn't gained on words alone. So how about we meet inside the Hollow?
Inside the Hollow?
I'm not the best with words. Showing you through my actions might be more convincing. You just need to see me in battle.
So you're that Anby. Sorry, I can't trust you yet. Then it looks like I must earn your trust. Let's meet in the Hollow. Once you've seen me some of my combat skills, you'll understand what I mean. Alright, it's a deal. Let's each head back and prepare. Now I'm Anby. Oh, that was a nice switch. I mean, it wasn't, but I can at least look at it and say it was cool. Anby goes over to the proxies. Help! Help me! Anby, you still haven't gone back to the cutting hairs? Have I imposed too much? Sorry. I'll help out around the shop. Actually, please don't. Every time you sort videotapes, 18 has to go through and relabel them. Are you and Nicole having a fight? No, I would never fight with Nicole. It's just, I got caught up in a sticky situation. I don't want to drag the cutting hairs into it. Oh, I see how it is. So dragging us into it is okay, just not them. Nice, Bill. Good job, Bill. That's not what I meant. I'll help out around the store, and I'll bring you burgers, too. Anby... What is... What did I name him again? Carlton. I'll just call him Carlton again. What is Carlton doing back there peeping through the door? Dude, get to work. Man the damn door. Stop looking. They don't pay you to look. Anby... What? You can stay here as long as you want. If you need help, we'll always be there for you. I understand. Thank you. I'd like to rest for a bit now. I have an appointment later that I need to keep. Get some rest. If Nicole comes knocking, I can stall her for a bit, but I can't keep it from her forever, you know. Someone is trying to revive Silver Company, and Anby decides to put a stop to it. A short while later. Anby, are you going out? Yeah, is there anything you'd like me to bring back? Juice? Burgers? Milk? Burgers? Or anything? I might pass by a store on the way back from the hollow. Off to the hollow again. Just like that? I made an agreement with someone. Rest assured, I've already prepared the carrot. I won't need to bother you this time, Proxy. We don't need milk or burgers. We just want you to return safe and sound. Don't worry, I will. In that case. So loud, dude. That was a trial amp. 2K, 189. Any electric? Okay, that's cool. Cinema? No cinemas. How dare you? How dare you take away all my cinemas? I can't even check what W engine she's on. She's probably on her standard W engine, whatever. Nothing wrong with that. You're very punctual. Back then, I used to make soldiers who were late do push-ups. Soldier 11 is the same. As long as I've known her, she's never missed an appointment, nor has she ever been out of contact. We'll find her, Trigger. Can I call you Trigger? Please do. I don't have any nicer sounding names. This time, leave the fighting to me. All you need to do is carefully observe my movements. Don't worry, I'll cover you when I deem it necessary.
Let me take a good look at your movements. Can't catch me. That was easy. Ether vision activate.
Activate. Thunder! Copy that.
Recalibrating.
Standing by.
Time to pin them down.
Unfortunately, the enemy is too weak. I won't be able to show you my full combat abilities.
You don't strike me as the type of person who'd say something like that.
Standing by.
Okay, Andy's built for the DPS, that's fine.
I see now. There's no mistaking it. You really are that Anby. A person's fighting style is a raw response in life and death situations. It can't be easily faked like a resume or some other physical token. You and Soldier 11, the way you fight and use ether, it's nearly identical. Incredible.
We're sisters. Assuming that sisters means replicas from the same blueprint, that is.
So the rumors circulating in the military about Silver Company, they're really true?
How much have you heard?
Only that Silver Company no longer exists. But biologically creating soldiers in mass quantities, how could that even be possible?
From what I know, besides intelligent constructs, everyone is born biologically. Delivered by storks, so they say.
True.
So, making one isn't much different from making 100.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Yeah, my jokes never really hit the mark. Sorry about that.
No, I'm the one who should be saying sorry. I was just astonished. I never thought the military had this level of technology. If they could mass produce soldiers, then why would they still...
I understand. If they could use replicas as cannon fodder, then why still risk human lives? That's what you're thinking, right?
I was trying to say it in a more... diplomatic way.
It's okay. I won't take offense. Not over this. They'd probably say the reason is because replicas are simply too expensive. While a Silver Company soldier could change the game, it costs nearly as much as training a top-tier general and paying their fees and pension for their family. The real cost isn't in creating the mind or body, but in replicating the subject's unique physical abilities, mental aptitude, and reflexes. And what's even more costly is that, for reasons that were not fully understood when the research was halted, these unique qualities couldn't be fully replicated in mass production. As for the inferior ones, they were deemed as disposable.
Anby, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. But there's always someone who does mean that. There's always someone with an agenda, trying to use us. Maybe that's why Silver Company fell. I won't forgive those people. Any of them. However, the downfall itself isn't entirely a bad thing. With Silver Company gone, their evil technology was lost with it. Or so I thought. Until now.
Silver's revival. So you're saying someone has resurrected that technology? Soldier 11's abduction seems linked to this. I have to admit, your theory has some merit. But as far as I know, all the data from that time was erased. Could it be the Defense Force? Hold on. Something doesn't add up.
What are you thinking about?
If they truly wanted to secretly revive this technology, they wouldn't need to take Soldier 11 at all. I know my squad mate. All it would take is an order from up top, and she'd put herself on the operating table without a peep.
Really? So, that's how she is now.
She's the model example of a loyal soldier. Isn't that how you remember Soldier 11?
No. I never knew a Soldier 11 in the past. Only...
Only?
How could this be happening?
What?
There shouldn't be so many ethereals here.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you.
Once used it to battle
They're about to
Ethereals.
name drop Soldier 11 or give her
Another
more
legacy
depth.
of
God
Silver
damn
Company.
it.
Back then, we had a brilliant sister who excelled in strategy over combat. Let's handle this. The person we're after must be behind it.
Oh, they're about to drop some stinking lore. That's so painful.
Is that the name of that formation?
There it goes.
Fire support ready. This bullet will reach its mark.
Hey!
Support in position.
Roger. Eliminating target.
Copy. Ether vision activate. Target locked.
Hey!
Time to pin them down.
Thunder! This feels familiar. I don't like it.
Not one for nostalgia? I'm starting to understand you more now. Show no mercy. Quick shot! Recalibrating.
Copy that. Thunder! Evasive maneuver.
I'll pierce right through.
At your command.
Fire support ready. You're in my sight. Engaging head on. Ether vision activate. My bullets are one with the wind.
I like how you just do ult in the middle of stun.
Neutralize.
In the middle of his stun.
Supporting position. The target's weary.
Standing by.
I'll pierce right through.
Another Samby?
Anby, what is that?
That's the old Silver Squad uniform.
I see. Let's give chase.
Can I miss anything? Inside a lab tucked away in a building somewhere.
As expected of Captain, her skills, they're still as sharp as ever.
Yo, kind of. She kind of has like a reverb on her voice. Kind of cute. Not gonna lie, just kind of like evil Anby. Kind of cute.
Truly remarkable. I feel honored just being her defect. Silver Squad can't be without its captain.
Oh,
ouch. Give me some meds, eh?
oh. More, there's more.
You're the worst of any defect. I know you can't talk, but is there some... Seriously, I have fewer and fewer parts of my original body, and yet I feel more and more pain. I'm curious why that is. But you wouldn't understand such a complex question, would you? Because you're an idiot.
Shit. She should take out all the freaking complaints and issues that all the freaking people who were testing on them were taking out on her. Oh god. Oh god, now she's just spreading it.
Enough. Stop making that miserable noise. Now, about our subject. She's still alive, right?
She's just projecting.
There you are. So, they call you Soldier 11 now, right? What a hideous name. But looking at you now, you do have a pretty face.
It's your face.
Pretty and pitiful. This face is the only thing we have left in common.
She's just mad she's a perfect
Aside from
representative.
that, I'm nothing like you. I've lost all my limbs. I'm no longer a complete member of Silver Squad. And I need a complete body for the experiment. Which is why I need you. What? You're asking me what happened? But you should know what happened that day.
Twiggy?
It was the day you weren't there. Captain Anby traded herself for you. Even with her incredible strength, she could only save one of us. But why did it have to be you? Why not me? Why not Twiggy? Tell me why! They were all dead. Heaps and heaps of corpses crushing me. When they found me, my limbs were severely corrupted. I couldn't move. I couldn't fight back. I used to be a soldier, ready to defend this city. But that day, I was... Hey, what do you think you're doing? You startled me. All right, fine. You're just here to remind me, right? They're here to pick up today's shipment. I'll go handle it. After that, I'll come back and tell you the rest of today's story.
Meanwhile, outside the lab, Anby and Trigger press their ears against the frosty steel door, listening closely for any sounds inside.
It seems Soldier 11 is being held captive here. So what's the plan?
The plan?
Shh. Let's discuss it over there.
Andy, what's the current plan? It's very simple. I don't even need a map to explain it. Infiltrate the place and rescue Soldier 11. Simple as that. Go on. I'm listening. That's it. Simple as that, dude. That's the whole plan. Yep. Please provide support from outside. This is something I have to settle alone. If anyone can do it, it's me. Is this how Silver Squad always operates? I'm the captain, and so that's how it's always been done. However, back then, there was usually a backup plan. Twiggy was always in charge of the backup plans. Twiggy? If I'm not mistaken, she's the enemy we're facing now, right? I don't know. Why she become like this? By backup plans, what's her style? First, feign weakness before turning the tables with the unorthodox tactics. For her, no cost is too great to regain the upper hand. That does sound like a proper backup plan. After all, it's a plan that would only be utilized when every other option has been exhausted. I'll keep in contact with you through the headset. Don't try to be a hero, Andy. If anything happens to you, you won't be able to save Soldier 11 on your own, right? I understand, and I'll be careful. I was going to try to be supportive, but since you don't need it, never mind then. Anby sneaks into the lab through an unguarded air duct. The metal ducts are freezing cold, stinging your skin.
This place is cold.
I sense the frigid air from outside. It carries a strange scent, too.
Oh shit! Did they all do it?
Someone's entering. Are you hidden?
Don't worry. It's dark here, and the machines are pretty noisy. They won't detect me.
Soldier 11.
Oh, it's time for the new VA.
Wakey.
Sell this, sell it.
That's odd. I know I've taken quite a few samples from you and injected some meds, but you'll tough it out, won't you? Won't you? Do you enjoy being pampered? Because you're the youngest sister? Oh, that won't do. Get up and play with me.
I like that lore. She's the youngest at school.
Good. That's my girl. Now, let's continue our story. Where was I? Ah, yes. About how some kind scavengers found me without limbs.
I can't tell
Such kind
if this is still
folks.
Anby's voice actors.
They sold me. And unfortunately, my ignorant new owner couldn't see any use for a limbless worm like me. So I was sold off again.
What?
I was treated like merchandise on the black market. Sold alongside gangster stuff and modded bamboo. That's
No
when
one
I
wanted her,
realized
God.
we Silver Company soldiers weren't any different from bamboo. Just made of flesh and blood. The only real distinction is we feel more pain. And that's when I met her. She bought me as a
Oh, not
trophy
this.
girl.
Not this lady.
Cut me open and operated on me, checking my internal organs by hand.
By hand?
Anesthesia doesn't work on us. You know that, right? So it hurt. It hurt like hell.
They're adding so much suffering onto this character. Shit.
Out of the blue, she smiled at me. Looking back now, I think she must have noticed something unusual about my body. She told me that she was once a military doctor, but was discharged, and now worked as a rogue doctor. She was familiar with everything about Silver Company, and was willing to help me. So, I underwent surgery and received mechanical prosthetics. Nothing too fancy. I don't think I'll ever use them for combat, but they serve their purpose.
helping me stand and do calculations. My true value lies in my memory. You see, my brain is the only thing that has remained intact. Thus, I remember everything. I remember our home and the time spent with our sisters. I remember that as long as we fought alongside our captain, we were considered the most powerful fighting force. I remember assisting in their research and using my own 2 hands to welcome new sisters into this world. That rogue doctor used her connections to get me some incomplete research data. Using my fragmented memories combined with that data, I was able to piece things together. And now, I've nearly revived the technology of Silver Company. Fortunately, I've remembered. I've survived and can recall our past. And now, reforming Silver Squad is my mission. Because this is my home. Our home. So, do you like my
the future
plan?
for the future, can you get like more screenshots of things happening in the background? Like when she's talking about her sisters and anything, can you just show a scene of like just younger Ambys, or like, you know, or not younger, but just multiple of them, or multiple of the Zero Squad together, you know what I mean? It would make it a little bit more palatable, you know what I mean? Also, she has left on her hand, by the way. That's a left hand. On her glove, it says left.
When did you notice me?
My little puppy spotted you a while ago, and I instructed her to raise the alarm. You know, Captain, I'm actually glad you're here. I've been thinking that we need to talk.
Give her back, and then we'll talk.
If you want her, come get her yourself.
Anby rushes out of the lab and reunites with Trigger.
Trigger!
Say no more. I've got it. Recalibrating.
Hey!
Fire support ready. Adjusting for wind. I'll take recalibrating.
No, I don't need to get close to him.
You're cornered.
I like how this second goes all the way to them.
Time to pin them down. Quick shot. Adjusting for wind.
Eliminating target.
Show no mercy. You're in my sights.
Target confirmed. Good.
Time to pin them down. Show no mercy. The target's weary.
Look, he just came up with stun.
That's the Captain Anby I know. Cleaning your knives with the filthy blood of this scum suits you. Don't give me that, idiot. Now you're worried about whose side I'm on? Our side, of course. I created you, so you never saw Captain Anby in her prime. After everything I've been
Made her?
through, I thought I would have forgotten. But I still remember. So, have you ditched the uniform, Captain?
Yeah, she said her brain was intact, so obviously she remembers.
Twiggy.
I'd keep it as pajamas if I were you. It's nice to reminisce about the days of glory and agony, isn't it?
I never knew you were still alive, Twiggy.
was always the worst at fighting, but I survived. It's only natural for you not to expect that, Captain.
You're not as terrible a fighter as you think. Your sharp mind makes up for it.
Yes, you said something similar before. I'll never forget that. You persuaded them to keep me, and you encouraged me to acknowledge my true value. You're right. I am valuable. I understand that all too well now. Trash may perish easily, but not me. I'm valuable. Precious even. There's always someone who sees value in me. Just like you did before.
She just wants to be loved.
Sometimes I wonder if I were just an ordinary citizen in New Eridu and not part of Silver Squad, maybe I could have become a researcher at the White Star Institute, studying deep topics like 3 forms of etheric manifestation in specific hollows.
So true. Everyone wants to study that.
I might be sharp,
What?
but there are different kinds of smart. Growing up in Silver Squad, I had no street smarts. Competing for profit, seeing through lies, and striving for a better life with limited resources. These I had to learn the hard way, year after year.
You've been through a lot. Is that why you're doing this now?
I don't need a reason. At least not one to convince you. The only person I've needed to convince is my backer.
You know better than anyone. Silver Company was an evil undertaking. That technology should never resurface.
Evil? Are you suggesting that you, I, and our sisters were all evil?
No, the
We are evil incarnate.
So, we should all
just the project.
be
Well, yeah,
destroyed?
technically.
No, but we should not continue in our evil.
Oh, I see. That's very enlightening, Captain. We should be eating burgers, watching movies, working a job, and going on dates. Instead of being maimed, sold, tortured, and struggling to survive. You know I care for you, Captain Anby. Whatever you do, I won't hold it against you. But that doesn't mean you can stand here and say these things so lightly to my face.
You know where I am, don't you? You know where I live, what burgers I like, what movies I watch, and who I spend time with. Since you know, you're welcome to visit me anytime, Twiggy. I'm your captain. I'll personally deliver the punishment you deserve, and then seek redemption with you together.
Captain.
We can still make things right before you make a greater mistake. Fortunately, I found you before things got any worse. I have so much to tell you, but maybe another time. For now, we should...
The conversation is interrupted. Anby is stunned to see a body tossed in front of her. It's Soldier 11. She's pale. There's still signs of life in her, and she's breathing faintly.
All right, I'm returning your favorite girl. Now we're even, Anby.
Twiggy?
I said we're even.
This is only the middle part, by the way.
From now on, you can stop acting like a captain and save this foolish talk.
Twiggy kicks a limp Soldier 11 on the ground. Anby quickly lifts her up and hands her Twiggy to Trigger.
Soldier 11! Wake up, Soldier 11! Anby, she doesn't look good.
Wow, this is an important story for Soldier 11. She hasn't talked once yet.
See how it is. Twiggy, I'll be back. I won't just abandon you.
You sicken me. Like I said, just save the foolish talk. I can't stand to hear that kind of mush from someone who looks exactly like me.
It's not mush. And I hope you'll get used to it. Let's go, Trigger.
I can't believe Twiggy has an eye patch
Hey,
and a freaking scar on the eye.
Go
She's so edgy.
contact you know who.
Who?
Ugh, cut the crap! You think I don't realize I shouldn't cut the middleman and contact the client directly? But look at the mess we're in! The junk she's brought won't fix this. Our best shot is exploiting Anby's inner weakness. She's let go of her most lethal weapon, her daring and ruthless fighting style. Now she's like a hired gun with a family to feed, focused on surviving to get the paycheck. I can handle her if we exploit that. But I need to keep everything in check, or else all my efforts so far will have been...
You've been diligent, little Twiggy.
Stop calling me that!
As you know, your research is crucial. You're just like me. We're here to foster hope. Our work is the only cause worth fighting for in this world. Of course, I understand. Sometimes, when hope is scarce, certain issues can only be resolved with sheer violence. The stuff I mentioned last time is ready. Send some of your people to retrieve it. It's not exactly new Eridu tech, so use it carefully.
Anby, are you okay? It's fine. I understand if you don't feel like talking right now. How is Soldier 11's condition? The answer will only make you feel worse. She still hasn't regained consciousness. As requested, I left her at Random Play Video Store. The kind siblings working there are taking care of her as we speak. It's been so long, but the shop has barely changed. Now is the time to be talking about that. You must be anxious to see her. Come with me. Anby follows Trigger to the video store. Anby, you're back. Looks like whatever you got mixed up in this time was pretty serious. Anything you want to know? Soldier 11, how's your condition? Stable? That's all I can say. Her body temperature, heart rate, and pulse are all remaining stable. Honestly, given her current state, that's actually quite abnormal. Moreover, she hasn't regained consciousness. Would you like to see her? Oh, sick, we actually have a laying down animation. Okay, cool. I was kind of confused in the last scene where she was standing up and blinking and all that kind of stuff. I was like, dude, not gonna have an animation for her, like, laying down at least. That's cool. Anby approaches Soldier 11 and softly calls out her name. Softly calls out a name? Oh my god. Just tell us her real name. Looks like it didn't work. Anby lowers her hand sadly and prepares to leave. Probably just her head.
What is this place? And who am I?
You're awake, Harin.
Harin?
You're awake. I've been worried about you, Soldier 11.
Harin? 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 Okay. Like a red herring? Like a red herring or something? I'll continue.
Soldier 11? Is that my name? It sounds odd and could easily get confused with another number like Soldier 161051. Only a fool would call herself that.
I can see you're doing much
new
better
voice
now,
actress.
but I won't let you talk about yourself like that.
She sounds more mature, and I enjoy that. But I need them to redo her oath lines. These don't capture the oath. Sort of
Her
like
memories seem jumbled.
voice.
The injuries might be more serious than they appear. When a Silver Company replica is severely wounded, their memories are often the first thing to fail. Even me, all those years ago, there was a time when I couldn't remember anything.
Is that so? Then what about your combat skills? Were they affected?
They're not that important
Would
right
the
now.
Defense Force abandon her if she couldn't fight anymore? Well, I know we wouldn't do that. Roxy.
Yeah.
Wait, why the
Having
fuck is
one
Belle
more mouth to
talking?
feed won't hurt. It's nothing compared to our monthly electricity bill.
Why is this my main
Plus,
character?
our little black cat needs another playmate. He's already getting bored of us.
Do they have that line in here if you don't have Inky? That's a dumb like thing to like be wowing about, but like if there's like a branching path where you don't have Inky and she doesn't say that, that's cool. I like that kind of stuff in games.
You know how short-handed we are, right, Charon? Oops. I mean Trigger.
What? How does he know that? How does he know that? Sharon? Sharon? So Anby, Harin, and Sharon, cool. But how does he know that?
Charon?
There you go, trying to be funny again. Guess that's your unique charm, manager. Jokes aside, I can't
Blushing
vouch
and
for the
shit?
defense force, but I can promise that Obel Squad won't abandon her.
I see. Well, we know how resilient she is, so we're confident she'll bounce back.
It seems you and Soldier 11 go way back, Anby. Could you share more about her? And maybe how we can help her recover faster? We're here to help. Are you sure it won't be too much trouble for you?
Don't worry. Nicole's caused a lot more trouble for us. Besides, Soldier 11 is our friend too.
I see. In that case, what she needs now is nothing too out of the ordinary. Warmth, comfort, safety, and relaxation. Also, some familiar faces, as well as her favorite foods. Ah, right. I should get her some burgers for an energy boost. I'll be right back.
No, give her some ramen.
Not so fast, Anby. Burgers aren't exactly Soldier 11's favorite. Oh, they're not? What does she like then?
It seems Trigger already left to get it.
You'll probably find her near Waterfall Soup. By the way, General Chop is concerned about Soldier 11 as well. Be sure to let him know that she's improving.
Yeah, don't worry. She's in good hands with us here.
Oh, this is one of the first times you actually get to walk around. I didn't really notice that. One of the first times, not first time, but one of the times you actually get to walk around in the noodle store as a different character. Do anyone see like the frame rate jump when I like walk and then I run? Never mind. It happened twice. It didn't happen the next few times I did it. Yeah, right there again. Okay, I'll stop. Yo, dog, you don't gotta freaking try to impress her like that. He's like, my thing is this long, dog.
I got Soldier 11's favorite spicy noodles from that enthusiastic chef. I couldn't see if the noodles look spicy, but just the steam from the chili peppers alone is making me cry.
So,
Could you
spicy
smell it?
noodles is her thing. I had no idea.
Well, that's the Soldier 11 I know. She would come to 6th Street whenever she had free time. Maybe she feels more at home here than back in the barracks. She rarely talked about anything other than training, combat, and promotions. But when she did, she'd usually mention super spicy noodles, the video store owners, the arcade, and cats.
Did she ever talk about me?
You might not like the answer. Soldier 11 has never brought you up, but she seems fixated on a certain betrayal. Apparently, someone very important to her that she admired greatly vanished without a trace, leaving her to deal with that awful situation by herself. The person left without so much as an explanation. In the military, such actions are seen as desertion. And eventually, such deserters are marked as KIA by detached and indifferent officers. Does any of that ring a bell?
I have nothing to say. Even if she resents me, she has the right to do so.
That's pretty cold, even for me. May I suggest something?
What's that?
If you want to mend things with Soldier 11, don't say anything like that to her. Trust me, don't.
But that's the truth. I have no excuses for that. I lost my memory when I left the army. Once it returned, I wanted to contact Soldier 11, so I asked Nicole to check on her. Then I learned that she was doing well, that she had joined Obel Squad, and that she's an exemplary soldier who recently got promoted. She had a new captain and new comrades, so I felt her troubled past in Silver Squad might only weigh her down. I had no reason to show up again. Trigger.
What?
Tell me, if you were me, you would have made the same call, right?
If I were you... Yes, I might have.
That's what I thought. So, even if she hates me, I deserve it.
But I'm not you, Anby. That's the point. If I were in your shoes, I would let Soldier 11 know she was never betrayed or abandoned. I'd let her know that her comrades would search to the ends of the earth for her, and that they'd never forget her.
Trigger, you're really amazing.
That's all you have to say?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. It must be nice to have you as a comrade.
I'm not so sure about that. But we have more pressing matters to discuss now. What are you planning to do next?
I'm heading back into the Hollow to put an end to everything with Twiggy. That evil tech must never resurface again. But before that, I want to apologize to Soldier 11.
Apologize? But given the current state of her memory, she might not remember it afterward.
That's the idea.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's the best choice for my cowardly side.
Seems like it's really weighing on your mind. Alright, if there's anything I can do, just say the word.
In that case, I need you to prove something to me.
Prove something? Like what?
Prove that you can take good care of Soldier 11. That's the only way I can hand her over to her new comrades without worrying.
Alleviating all your worries might not be a good thing either. But I understand. I'll prove that I can take care of her. Now then, let's head back. After all, we don't want to show up with a bowl of soggy noodles for our patient.
I understand that she doesn't want to bring her back into like the silver soldier mindset and everything, or remind her of those times. But she can at least tell her, hey yo, I'm alive. Hey yo, I'm alive. We can go get some noodles and burgers whenever you want, but we can like meet each other as sisters. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And like, you know, rehash their broken bond and everything. Looks like I've been causing a lot of trouble for you. That's right. So we're billing it all on the Cunning Hares account. No! Oh? As of right now, I am not Anby of the Cunning Hares. But you walk, talk, and look like Anby of the Cunning Hares. So you must be Anby of the Cunning Hares. Literally, it's just all screaming. It's all just screaming. Never a word out of that child's mouth, just screaming. Like, fucking Christ. No. How can we possibly keep teasing you when you make faces like that? Jeez. Look at you. You're absolutely exhausted. What you need most right now is some sleep. How about it? Want to sleep on my bed? It's really soft, you know. It is objectively very soft. Anby, I also think it's best if you get some rest now. Tomorrow. Tomorrow? Worry about tomorrow's problems tomorrow. That's what we do when we receive an enormous electric bill anyways. Or maybe you're not ready to sleep just yet. If you'd rather watch a movie to relax, I don't mind keeping you company. Any new arrivals worth watching recently? Wow, I didn't think you'd actually be up for it. Still, I'm just glad you have the energy. After all, I won't be able to finish what's coming next if I don't. He points up together. No, what is it? Is it a fight? Pretty much. It's a date. A date? Good night. I didn't see Soldier 11 or Sugar in the store. Do you know where they went? Though they didn't tell me where they were headed, they probably out on a date together, right? A date? Why didn't they take me along with them? Why would they have to bring you along? Based on my experience, the optimal number of people for a date is no more than 2. Sugar wants to prove to me that she can take care of Soldier 11 if I'm not present. How can she prove it to me? Maybe she just wants to go on a normal date and cheer Soldier 11 up. Not to mention Soldier 11 really is one tough cookie. Didn't she get seriously injured? Is it really okay for her to be running around outside like this? Being able to use all their energy to prioritize stabilizing vital signs. Retaining maximum combat efficiency. Retaining maximum combat effectiveness. That is the most basic requirement of a quality Silver Company soldier. Anby. Well, what? You do know that someday you'll have to tell us the whole story, right? Whether you want to involve us or not, Belle and I are a part of this, and we have the right to know. Can I refuse? I know that once I tell you the whole truth, you two definitely won't leave me alone. Just like a blockbuster movie. No matter how complete the original story is, you always find a way to make a terrible sequel. Overwatch 2. I just don't want to see that sequel. Now that's a hard metaphor to follow, but there are some really good sequels out there too. Yeah, and sometimes the second film is terrible, but the third one turns out to be surprisingly great. We won't force you. We just hope that you know that you're never alone. What is right? Besides, isn't this exactly what friends are for? I remember the first time I met you, Anby, and you were even more naive back then than you are now. But even then, I already had a feeling that we would become friends with a bond of trust, and share moments that could never be replaced together. Yes, thanks for the reminder. Compared to who I was back then, I should have made some progress by now. Please help me contact Nicole and everyone at the Cunning Hair Institute. Whoa, is your runaway saga finally over? I have something I have to say to them before it all ends. Belle? What's she giggling about? Boom, called it wise. Told you Anby would contact the Cunning Hairs today. Come on, time to call for 5K daddy. Damn it! You always got it right, Belle. And there I was, thinking I was premature just to go ahead and contact Nicole and the others like that. So you two already contacted everyone at the Cunning Hair before I asked? Nope, that was all Belle. Nicole, Billy, and Nicole Mata should have arrived at 6th Street by now. Belle and I still have to open up the shop. Do you mind if we don't get looking for them with you? I won't get lost. Thank you so much. Really, I'm truly grateful. By the way, what was that "don't go looking for you" line? No one speaks like that. Also, it's kind of me. I don't like. I'm a nervous wreck sometimes. So if I was like, oh, I gotta talk to these people. They're like, oh, we've already called them. They're already outside. What do you mean? I have no time to prepare. Individually? Kind of messed up. Individually.
Nicole?
Well, look who decided to come back.
But
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. You can punish me however you see fit, Nicole.
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I'd prefer some compensation. So, how do you plan to make it up to me?
She's a prison warden, dude.
Waiting.
I'll give up my favorite burger. From now on, I'll eat noodles every day.
Hey, that's That's more like compensating General Chop than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try to squeeze in between you and Nekomata when we watch movies.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me. Show me some sincerity here.
I see. Okay. I'll forfeit my paychecks from now on.
Not that far.
Oh?
Yes, and I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too. Is that good enough for you?
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an honest business?
No!
Forget it.
Nicole,
You owe me big.
you're being the worst
I'll
character
tell
ever
you
now.
What I need from you later.
Nicole.
Fine. Forget it. Just spare me that pitiful look. Listen, Anby. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The cutting hairs doesn't need to be a burden to you. We don't need you to shield us, and we won't intrude when you need space. You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust me more. Otherwise, I feel like I'm a total failure.
Sorry. I won't try to justify what I did. I shouldn't have run off on my own. Once this is over, I'll answer all your questions. No more hiding anything.
That's my good girl. You're a terrible liar, you know.
I know. By the way, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, you finally need me?
Yeah. There's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and goggles. I think she should be pretty easy to spot. Can you help me locate her?
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds. Finding a person is way easier. I'll contact some of my sources. I'll let you know as soon as I get any information.
Is that gonna be in the back alley? Okay, I'm about to say, just over here hanging out with cats still. Oh, she over here. Oh, freaking weirdo. Anby, it's so good to finally see you. I was this close to mentally preparing myself to lose you. This close. How long has she been gone? Can we have like a estimate amount of days that she's been gone? Because it did not feel like she was gone for like multiple days. It felt like it was maybe like 2 days. I apologize for leaving without saying goodbye. I'm truly sorry. I won't let you lose me. Well, I'll do my best. How have you been? How have you all been lately? Nicole's been ranting about you every day. Actually, she's known that you've been chasing with... Nicole's been ranting about you every day. Actually, she knows... Oh my god, my eyes are actually hurting now. My eyes aren't working properly. They're painful. Nicole's been Oh my god. Give me some time. I need to like look at something else for a second. I need to look out the window. Sorry, I need to look out the window for a second. Sorry, I have a huge lack of energy right now. Basically, a little thing about my life right now. I was being paid weekly at my new job that I have for like the last 3 weeks, and then now they say that I'm being paid bi-weekly randomly when I'm supposed to be paid. So I'm starving right now. So I'm super low in energy. Yeah, I feel like that's affecting my reading right now. Or whatever kind of appropriate you might want to say. Maybe I just have not learned how to read in my whole 28 years of living. Nicole's been ranting about you every day. Actually, she's known she's been crashing with the proxy this whole time. She just thought that busting in to take you away would defeat the purpose. So when you took the initiative to contact her, no matter how angry she seemed, deep down, she was probably really relieved. As for Nekomata, and don't be startled, she's been genuinely really worried about you. See, in the beginning, Nekomiya and Anby had such a beef. They had a huge beef. But now they're actually working together. They like each other. Nekomiya actually surprisingly likes Anby now. But she just won't show it. Nekomata was worried? About me? You may have been able to see it. You may not have been able to see it, but our little Nekomata has been quite restless indeed. Even though we know the proxies were taking care of you, we also knew you seemed to be mixed up in something heavy, and she understands better than almost anyone just how wrong the idea of just solving the problem with your own strength is. Just yesterday, Nekomata was muttering to herself, if only I had paid more attention to her. She cares about me? Yeah, she even has a gift for you. She said that she wants to give it to you when she sees you again. She has a gift? For me? He's like, this is a huge surprise. You look pretty shocked. To be honest, so am I. Really, I can't help but marvel at how amazing the friendship between the girls can be. Maybe I should watch a few more flicks about girl bands or something like that. Oh, right. When you see Nekomata, make sure don't tell her I said anything about it. Oh, in a non-stick pan. Anby, promise me, please. Say you'll promise me. Please. I really want to see how this goes. Billy didn't get a voiced event?
Is there?
Billy didn't get a voiced event? That's fucked up. I would have liked Billy to be voiced there. Aw, that would have been so cute. Him in his like expressions and actually being freaking happy to see Andy after super long. Like that.
Anby! It's you!
I heard you miss me.
It's been a while. I bet it must have been nice not having me around for a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
It was pretty nice to not have to compete for space to lay in Nicole's lap for a change.
Humans have 2 legs, so 2 people can lay on their lap. At least, that's what I heard in a movie once.
That's our boring burger girl. You always sound cool when you're quoting movie lines. Alright, to help make you more interesting, Nekomata has a special gift for you. Here you go.
Oh, a little Anby doll. A doll meticulously crafted by Nekomata, looking somewhat similar to Anby. Why is it top heavy? Lamau. To simulate how someone often drives headfirst into the hollow. Meow.
Oh, a doll. Is it supposed to be me? With this rough stitching, I'm guessing you sewed it yourself? This is too much, Nekomata. I can't accept this.
Nah, stop being dramatic. I got a doll making kit and was gonna make one that looks like Nicole. But it turned out super ugly, with a big head and tiny little body. It didn't look anything like Nicole. So I altered it a bit and wow, it somehow looked just like our Anby.
But I don't look like this.
No, it's exactly like you. It's like your little twin. Go on, take it. Keep it with you all the time, and don't let it out of your sight.
You want me to carry it and never let it out of my sight? Oh, wait, you didn't stash some sort of contraband inside it, did you? Are you trying to get PubSec to arrest me?
Yeah? Just because I'm a street cat doesn't mean you should be prejudiced like that. There's no contraband in the doll. I swear on Nicole's lap.
All right, I'll trust you. Let me do something for you in return. How about some mackerel noodles?
Oh, Lady Nekomata appreciates your rare treat. But not now.
Not now? But the noodle shop is close by.
Once things settle and you're safe, you can treat me to those mackerel noodles.
A doll somehow falls heavily in Anby's hands. Anby lowers her head at Nekomata's greeting. Anby just received some information. Oh, Anby, just received some information. The person you're looking for is at Lumina Square. There was another woman beside her, and the two were walking together to the riverside. I see. Nicole, thank you. Quick, tell me I'm the best. Nicole, you're the best. Good girl, have fun. And remember, come home afterwards. Alright, we're going to Lumina Square. Hanging out with a fat cat. And a bird? Oh, just like the other bird. It just have an eye on its back. I'll call you Chuntaro.
So, here you are.
Sorry, Anby. I snuck out with her.
Are you feeling okay?
Are you speaking to me? You seem familiar. Like I've seen you somewhere before. But I can't quite remember.
I'm Anby. Does that name ring a bell?
Oh, I can explain this in lore now. Okay. Soldier 11 was damaged in combat, and after the drugs were used on her, her voice has changed. Yeah, she just forgot how her voice sounded. Now she sounds completely different. And Lycon finally took a cough medicine, so he's now doesn't have that rumble in his voice. It's all good now. I can live.
No. I don't recall anyone named Anby. Sorry. Maybe we knew each other, but this person named Trigger told me that my memory's off right now. I'll get better. And maybe then I'll remember something about you.
I see. Where did you and Trigger go today?
We tried some food called noodles. They were this amazing, fiery red color. It was delicious. Then we pet some creatures called cats. They were different than I expected, surprisingly soft. We went to an arcade, did some shopping, drank some tea milk, and even opened surprise boxes. Then we went to a dim, noisy place and watched a movie. I think that's what they called it. During the movie, someone took advantage of the dark environment to attempt a theft. Fortunately, I still remembered some basic combat skills, so I managed to subdue the thief and turn them over to public security. The public security office isn't far from here. After we wrapped up there, Trigger suggested we watch the sunset by the river.
You sure know how to plan a date, Trigger.
The video store manager taught me all this. I'm just a good student. Anyway, I think I did a good job. Right, Soldier 11?
Yes. I had a great time. Still, I can tell my body isn't really used to relaxing. I can always feel an urge to do some push-ups or some other exercise.
That's our model soldier for ya. So, Anby, can you relax now? Soldier 11 is important to me. I don't ever want to lose another squad mate, so I promise to look after her. You can focus on the matters at hand now. Once everything's settled, if you choose to face her, I'll be there to vouch for everything you've done for her. And if you prefer to stay out of it, no pressure. I understand the weight of your history with Silver Company. It's like a heavy chain around you both.
I'll break that chain.
I have faith in you.
Thanks, Trigger. In that case, please keep this for me while I'm away.
What's this? A doll? It looks a little familiar.
It's very cute.
I thought she was gonna get the doll to Twiggy. I thought she would end up getting the doll to Twiggy. Soldier 11 looks confused, but it still took the doll and hugs it tightly. So tight.
Please, keep it safe until I come.
It almost burst. Jeez.
Right now, it's my most cherished
It's
possession.
involuntary.
Don't worry. If it means that much to you, we'll be sure to keep it safe.
Thanks.
It gets chilly by the river at night. Let's head back to the video store and get something warm to wear.
It's time to head back now. Be sure not to catch a cold. Yeah, that's about 6th Street. About a bell first. You're finally back, Anby. Looks like you all had a great time. Have you had dinner yet? If not, I still have some leftover carrot chips here. You can have as many as you want. I already ate. I had 2 hamburgers. Really? Won't eating two burgers before bed make you gain weight? No, I'll burn it off. I'll burn it all off overnight. If you want to drag someone to join you for a night run, like Wise, take Wise. He'll totally be psyched for that. Yo, bro, what you playing? Yo, he's actually playing something. Yo! Damn, he's good! Damn, he's good! Oh, shit, he sucks! Bro, you... Don't go up, no. Bro doesn't learn from his mistakes, dude. God dang it, Wise. Anby, you're back. Trigger and Soldier 11 are getting ready to call it a night. If there's nothing else you need to do, you should probably turn it in early today too. Thank you and Belle for all you've done. For the Cunning Hares and me. I actually have a place I can stay other than the Cunning Hares. This is a miracle that the Anby of the past would never have dared to imagine. Anby, what prompted you to say all this? Did you watch some weird movie today? I just suddenly felt like saying it. Sounds fishy to me. Not at all. Good night, Wise.
I remember you from earlier today. Ambitizinia.
True.
It's Anby. Just Anby.
Sorry. It seems my memory still hasn't recovered yet. It's frustrating not knowing what I've forgotten.
I can help with that.
You can help?
I can tell you what you've forgotten, Harin.
Harin. Is that my name?
It was your name before you were Soldier 11. The name I knew you by. Back then, we used to find nice-sounding words to call each other. The higher-ups were aware, but didn't intervene.
I don't like that name. It sounds too weak for me.
Yes, you've said the same thing before.
So what exactly is this Silver Squad? And who decides who's qualified or not? There's a lot I don't understand. If it's connected to my past, then please tell me everything.
Sure, I'll explain it all. Just allow me to do one thing.
Huh. One thing? What's that?
Allow me to apologize to you.
Anby recounts everything about Silver Squad, from its creation to its downfall.
There were many things I didn't understand then, and still don't understand even now. All I know is that we were used as pawns in a power struggle within the army. And, in the end, they chose to keep only one replica.
And that was you, Anna? As
Anna?
you said, you were considered the top performer.
I'm not Anna. That's someone else. But yes, I was selected. They devised an operation. A suicide mission. No one was expected to return alive. My name wasn't on the list for deployment. But the night before, you went too hard in training and got injured. So I took your place.
Did you survive the mission?
Take a guess.
Well, I am
saw
right
my
here.
squad mates buried in the rubble. The memories are all a little foggy, even to this day. I'm not sure how I survived, or how I was able to stand before the senior officers.
How could they issue such a ruthless order? Sending their own soldiers to die? We're living, breathing human beings.
That's the point, Harin. Are we humans? I assume you can also issue combat orders now. When you send a squad of explosive bamboo into the enemy base, do you consider their well-being?
But bamboo aren't humans. I don't have to consider that.
That's what they said too. Replicas aren't humans. So, they ordered Silver Squad to their deaths. But since you are still a survivor, they ordered me to execute you.
Did you go through with it?
We
What do you
guess.
think?
It appears you didn't. But if it were me...
Would you have followed their orders?
No. I would have executed the officers who issued that suicide mission. So what did you do?
I fled. I offered to exchange my life for yours. And then fled. I didn't trust them. So disappearing seemed like the only feasible option. I knew that once I was gone, they wouldn't harm you, because you were their only asset. Seems like I made the right call. At least I got to see you again. I've had a good life, but it took me a long time to figure out who to hate. If I were to hate everyone who hurt us, that would be too much. I couldn't live carrying so much hatred. It's impossible. And Nicole told me that I shouldn't hate myself. So, eventually, I realized that all the suffering stemmed from the Silver Company tech, and the fact that we replicas were not seen as humans. According to a movie Wise loaned me from the store, this is referred to as an ethical dilemma. Life shouldn't be engineered. Only then did it dawn on me that many people were already aware of this issue. There are a lot of smart people out there. So, I'm sorry, Harin.
Why apologize? According to everything you just told me, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm crying. Why am I crying?
It's all my fault. I was the captain of our squad and responsible for everyone, but I let you all down. I wasn't wise or strong enough, and I was a coward. If I weren't a coward, I wouldn't have waited until this moment to apologize. I'm only willing to share this now because I know you'll forget everything soon.
Forget everything? But that's impossible. Why?
Silver Squad soldiers who are critically injured have their recent memories wiped within 24 hours. Yours is about to reset. I can't keep avoiding this, Harin. I have to face our old squad mate. I don't know what other cards she has up her sleeves, and I can't guarantee anything. I can only try my best. I might survive, but if the worst comes to pass, I don't want you to bear the weight of my death. So, conversation, and have a good night's sleep.
No, Anby. You're being selfish. I don't accept your apology. I don't!
It's almost midnight.
Anby.
Anby closed her eyes and her forehead touched Soldier 11's. Soldier 11's fingers tightened their grip on Anby, digging into her skin. Suddenly, Soldier 11's grip loosens. Her expression turns blank.
What is this place? What am I doing here? Who am I?
Your name is Soldier 11. Good night. Sorry. I must have been talking too loud just now and woke you up.
Anby, what are you planning to do?
What do you mean? Come on, don't hold out on us. Are you sneaking out on some super dangerous business? There's actually something I need to take care of. No need to worry about me. I'll be fine.
Don't try playing cute with us. Didn't I tell you before? We have a right to know about whatever it is you're involved with this time.
Plus, Anby, if you've really been working on yourself like you said, then you should learn how to ask for help. This thing you're facing, you might not be able to handle it yourself, right? Even if that were the case, it's still my responsibility, and mine alone. At least, that's what I planned on saying.
Oh?
But the lone wolf in the movies never gets a happy ending. And even if they win, they'll end up losing their home, their pet cat, their daughter, or their lover. I don't want to lose anything, or anyone important to me, Proxy. So, please, help me. Take me back in that hollow, and help me smash up that weird lab, so I can get some closure with my former family. Wise and I have been waiting for you to say that.
Is that your strategy then? Getting us to help you out for free?
You don't have to do it for free. Just tack it onto the Cunning Hair's tab. I'll be back to settle the bill once this is all over. But right now, I've got someplace to be. Don't go running off into any hollows alone, you hear? I won't. Don't worry. I want you to be the first one, Proxy. The first to witness my resolve.
I love how we keep with the narrative that we are broke. We need our freaking money. We need that guap. No matter what, it always comes back. We need that freaking Danny, dog. Anby, are you about to head out? Yeah. Is he about to suit up? We get to have a cutscene or something for her suiting up. In the Cunning Hair's temporary base.
Long time no see. Replica number 0. Silver Squad. Captain.
She's got this in her closet.
I thought I'd never see you again.
See, HSR, that's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. It's a transition scene. It can last for 2 freaking seconds.
Anby, you look like a character straight out of a movie right now.
I never thought I'd be back in this uniform.
Your fighting style seems to have changed.
Old memories are coming back with this uniform.
You look so intimidating like this.
Now you pay.
The new you is so reliable, Anby.
The past me was reliable too.
That's true. The enemy's tough. Be careful.
It's time. Orders received.
You don't need to be so formal. Is the lab that needs to be destroyed?
I never expected to one day be the one guiding you, Proxy.
I'm heartbroken, Anby. Here I was thinking brought in outside help.
You're no match for me, whether I bring help or not. Twiggy, Silver Squad is gone. You will never be able to
you know
rebuild
her,
it.
Anby. She has to be playing
We both know
something.
how difficult it is to create a silver soldier capable of engaging in combat operations.
What if I didn't need to?
Didn't need to. What?
There's one thing you're wrong about. I've already done it. I've achieved the conditions for rebuilding my very own Silver Squad.
Oh shit!
This is so weird. These Ambys. No, these people. None of them seem to have any fighting abilities.
Weird. These people don't look like soldiers to me.
Twiggy,
She's trying to make a family.
what have you done?
What do you think I've done? I've done something that can stop my organs from being harvested. That can put me in touch with the big shots at Tops. That can help fund my research.
Suddenly, there's a in the frigid lab. You catch a glimpse of something emerging from the recesses of your memories.
No, that's impossible. You're harvesting and selling their organs. You created all these sisters of ours just to harvest them like animals?
I just used them to exchange for a few necessary resources to reform Silver Squad. I needed a family, really. That's all.
Okay, but okay. It's kind of like they both were taught different things from the outside world when they left Silver Squad. Twiggy was taught like pain, harvesting organs, you have to suffer, like it's all about money in the world. She learned all the negative things. Anby learned all these positive things when she left. And now Twiggy, just like Anby, are just projecting all the things that they've learned into the world now. Like, what the... And it's crazy that, like, for somebody who went through all that kind of stuff, you would expect that character to realize that stuff is bad. But, like, she even said that they were harvesting her organs. They can't take, anesthetics. Or they can't take, like, the numbing shit. They can't take anesthesia. There you go. And she felt every single ounce of pain. So she's doing that to every single one of them. She thinks that that's okay. That's absolutely ridiculous.
You said it yourself. These sisters of ours, right? We are sisters. And we are family. So if we're family, why don't you feel the same pain as me? It's a real shame, you know? Neither Harry nor I were perfect enough. No matter how hard I try, all I can make are defects. Good for nothing but a supply of organs. But it's not like there hasn't been any progress. I haven't even told anyone about this yet. But just earlier, I managed to make some improvements to the technology, which will stabilize control of the cloning process. Once that's in place, the cost of producing a competent soldier will be at an all-time low. We'll have achieved just what the initial project report said. The magic of producing an army out of sugar and air. Anby. Captain Anby. As things stand, there's still a chance for us to work together. You are the final piece of the puzzle. We can produce a steady supply of true soldiers, so long as you cooperate. We'll keep everything under wraps until we build a huge army of our own. Just think what such an army could do. Nobody would ever, dare humiliate us again? Our Silver Squad could crush New Eridu to smithereens. And you would be its commander.
Yo, I would love that.
I'm fine with whatever. Put me to death if you like. I deserve it for killing all those sisters of ours. Whatever you want. Captain, do you want to come home?
This is not my home. I feel disgusted. I'm sorry, Twiggy. But now I wish you had died back in the Hollow.
Shit. There's no redemption. Oh, fuck.
I know. I feel the same way about myself. Disgusted. Get out of here!
A vial of medicine appears in Twiggy's hand, and she ejects half of the liquid into her arm. Girl A suddenly snatches the needle away and injects the remaining liquid into her own arm.
What are you doing, idiot? You absolute idiot! Are you insane? You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll make everyone...
You're gonna amalgamate?
I want to protect you.
First words.
Protect all of you. Thank you for letting me be born. I will never let you be lonely.
A strange scene transpires. The helpless replicas are torn apart and absorbed by two massive, monstrous shadows. Moments later, a familiar figure appears before these terrifying enemies. Don't be her. Don't be that lady. Oh! Okay, I know these enemies. Okay. Okay, this enemy makes more sense now. I fought them in Lost Void. Ooh! I knew he was gonna come in. Let's go.
Why did you come?
I haven't forgotten. You're out of combat. Silver Company formation. TWAN, Anti-Ethereal Mark II. The current you.
A lot of anime bullshit.
Feels really familiar.
I never expected to be able to face you like this. Switching positions. What you deserve. Mind of mine. Off balance. Now you pay. Roger that. Show no mercy, even if our opponent is Twiggy. Resolve.
That's my line.
I shouldn't miss this feeling.
At least, you shouldn't miss it too often.
Just don't push yourself. Understood?
Affirmative. Why did I subconsciously...
Switching positions. Wide open. Stay safe. Now you pay.
Counter!
Off balance.
Counter!
Silver weapon. It's time.
Evade! Counter!
The final blow. What you deserve.
I won't let you have it. Prepare to
burn! Oh yeah, dual wielding Soldier 11? Okay, crazy. With the fire and lightning? That's crazy. Okay, cool. That's cool.
Captain Hein, did I fail the combat test again? I told you, I'm not good at fighting.
Don't make us feel sad about this, goddammit!
But as long as Captain's here, I'll be okay. Right?
You... What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be with Trigger?
Trigger was the one who covered for me, so I could come here. She's probably still dealing with the enemies that we met on the way here.
You shouldn't be here. You weren't supposed to remember anything.
Anby. Turns out you're not a traitor at all. You're a coward.
Oh, she's speaking like the real
Still
Soldier
be
11 again.
completely in the dark if it weren't for that funny-looking doll.
Huh? You mean there's something wrong with the doll that Nekomata gave me?
There was a camera stuffed inside its head. It recorded your whole confession to me before its battery died.
Nigga Mia!
I didn't understand everything, but I knew enough to take action. Seeing as we're sisters, I couldn't let you take this risk alone. And I knew that you didn't betray us. I liked that feeling. It was enough to help me believe in many things again.
Proxy, her condition is extremely unstable. Please, get her out of here as fast as you can. Sure thing. As for what comes next...
Why is Belle talking? Where's my wife?
Right, Anby?
Anby walks towards the laboratory building. There's a deadly silence here, as though everything that had happened was just a nightmare.
This tech has to be destroyed. Thank you for letting me be born. Anby? What's on your mind? Proxy, you're still here? Don't worry. Soldier 11 is safe with Trigger. You can trust her. Oboe Squad can take over from here now that everything's done. She'll be okay. Really? That's great.
I mean, if the VAs can skip a whole ass section of the line, I can mess up things, and I can skip the lines too now. As long as I shorten it and make it short and sweet.
What a dilemma. Should you destroy the Silver Company tech or not? Is it that obvious? I thought I'd made up my mind to never let this kind of evil happen again.
The fact that you're even saying this means you're reconsidering it, right? Good and evil lie in the hand that wields the sword, not the sword itself. I think I heard that in a movie once. For better or worse, Silver Company technology has the power to change our world entirely. I can't help but think of the possibilities it holds for our future.
But even so, you're right. It's just... I don't know how to make a decision that I won't regret. Well, time for this proxy to clock out for the day. I'll be waiting for you at the video store. Stop by soon, Anby.
Proxy's ended the comms. The deathly silence returns.
I've made up my mind.
Freaking neck on Mia. You! Explain it. Did you give me that doll to monitor me? Meow, you sure discovered that quickly. I had been hoping to snatch it back first. I suppose I do have that thing too, though. That thing? What thing? Something like... What was it again? Oh, the right to privacy? I don't know about things like that. I was just thinking that if a dummy burger girl like you disappears without a word again, then... Nicole will be worried about you. You'll make Nicole super worried. Worried to death. Sorry, I won't do it again. Pinky promise? Excuse me, cutie. Have you seen my friend Anby? I am Anby. You're my colleague, Billy Kid. I am really Anby, and I can prove it to you. I remember all the things we went through together. Don't give me that flustered look. I'm just joking around. Is this what you used to wear before you joined the Cunning Hares? Not bad. It really suits you. Maybe should I switch back to my old threads too? Confirmed. S-Ring Billy coming in the future. S-Ring Billy. I need him to be a fire DPS unit. No, I don't want him to be DPS anymore. I want him to be a fire defense unit. Or a fire stun unit. I need him. No, oh my god, he'd just be lighter. Yeah, I need him to be like a physical support or something. Oh, shit. This one's kind of hard because I can see him being a physical stunner. Yeah, physical stunner. I could definitely see that. Yeah. Physical stunner, and they basically give him the equipment that he has in Lost Void, which makes his like gunshots go slower, like pow, 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 and he has like more impact. That'd be sick. Devs. Okay, one of the big things that kept me into the intrigue of this game in the beginning was the Soldier 11 and Anby storyline. It's finally coming to an end, and they are putting up pieces that we're going to get a Billy one. That's peak. That's perfect, dude. They're basically giving some stuff in the future that keeps us involved and keeps us caring about the characters. Has Soldier 11 been picked up already? Don't worry, I promise you I will take good care of her. Letting her into the Hollow is such an unstable state. Doesn't seem like taking good care of her. It's not about letting her, but accompanying her. Everyone has things they're committed to, don't they? I won't stop Soldier 11 from seeing this through, but I can make sure she's not alone. Oh, so that's how you see it. And are you sure this won't cause any problems for Soldier 11 with the military? The military's factionals... Oh, okay. The military's factional struggles never cease, and fortunately, ancient history like Silver Company isn't the focus. After returning, Soldier 11 will undoubtedly receive more professional care than she would lying on the sofa in a video store. Sounds complicated. I knew it wasn't cut out for the military. Don't be too down. I don't think I know any more than 3 people who are suited for being in the military. Including yourself? Absolutely not. Those clothes sure bring back memories, Anby. I was wearing this when you found me. I didn't even realize how much time has gone by. It's impressive you can still fit in your old clothes. I definitely can't wear any of my wardrobe from back then. Yeah, I agree. Where did that come from? And where are you looking? Anby? I'm not. You're still an awful liar. Was that implying Nicole didn't have these bazongas when they met? I don't know, when they like designed Nicole, I think they like had like that moment from SpongeBob where like Squidward is like trying to teach SpongeBob how to do proper art, and then like they have like a whole bunch of different designs are like really ass made by Squidward, and then they just like the SpongeBob of the office like hit the marble with the chisel like one time, and then perfect, absolutely perfect. Get to work. One sec. Sorry, me and my wife are talking. Basically, both of our jobs are playing with our money right now. Sorry, I just had a really good talk in my life. I had really fun. I had a lot of fun. Basically talking about our job situations and everything. And then we basically started kikiing and talking and shit. Basically, I allowed her to vent about her job situation. She allowed me to vent about mine. 2 seconds. Alright, we're ending this in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's go. Anby, welcome back. The Cunning Hares are here to pick you up, and Trigger hasn't left yet either. I think they all want to talk to you and make sure that you're safe and sound. Do you want to chat with them first? Anby, you really do move fast. I'm so happy to see you smile again, especially considering everything that's happened. Because I've already made a choice I won't regret, I think. Then, Ween can rest easy for now. Roxy and Belle. I know just expressing my gratitude with words alone is not enough. I hope that someday I get a chance to help you too. And then, I'll give it my best, just like today. Wow. Now that's something we can look forward to. We'll remember that. Next time we find ourselves in a sticky situation, we'll commandeer Anby of the Cunning Hares with extreme prejudice. Please be sure to do so. I'll be standing by at all times, awaiting your summons. Afterwards, it seems as though a long time passed before. It would be really cool if we get this Anby. If we get if this Anby just gets the regular Anby costume. Like you can customize her just to look like regular Anby. Hey, Wise. Guess what I ran into on the street? Obviously, please make that just a free outfit. Don't make that a paid outfit. That'd be dumb. You making us pay for a free unit's outfit? That'd be stupid. Hey, Wise. Guess what I ran into on the street? Me? The doppelganger. Well, it would definitely be something if I did see one. Unfortunately, not this time. I actually ran into Anby and Trigger eating burgers together. They're really close. I thought so too, so I went over to say hi and catch up with them. What did you talk about? How have they been recently? It might be faster if you just ask them directly. They're asking me why they hadn't seen you around yet. They're right by 141 right now. Do you want to go talk to them? Belle just easy transitioning? She has a burger in her hand.
Huh?
New model.
Red chicken burgers are classic for a reason.
Speaking to my soul.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if I go back smelling like burgers.
Burgers don't have a smell. Even if they did, it would dissipate quickly, and she'd never know.
No, there's a smell, right?
Burrito smell.
Eating burgers doesn't make you smell. That's why they're the golden standard of fast food.
Exactly. Proxy, when did you get here?
I just got here. I heard you mention Soldier 11. Is she doing better? After all, the last time I saw her, she was in pretty rough condition.
Thanks. Soldier 11 would be really happy to know that you care so much about her. She's made a full recovery. She's completely regained the same training intensity as before her injury. At least with her body, I mean.
So her body's recovered, but her memory is still affected?
Not quite. I asked Anby out today to chat with her about what's going on with Soldier 11. Her memory has basically reverted to how it was before the injury. She might occasionally get someone's name wrong, but she doesn't mistake her own identity, and her short-term memory is persisting through to the next day.
She's made a recovery. That's great.
It's still too early to say. She seems to have completely blanked out what happened during the incident, including the time she spent with you, Anby.
Like I said, that's great.
You still feel the same way now? She still believes that she was betrayed and abandoned. She still hates that traitor Anby.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful?
Hadian's a way stronger person than me. Strong enough to keep living with hatred. That's powerful. I don't know what to say. All I know for sure is the target of her hatred is me. And that's good. We won't be meeting again. So, I won't get killed by her, or vice versa. But once she turns her hatred towards something, or someone else, things will get dangerous. Hadian is so pure. She's like an unalloyed metal that combusts even in water. The last thing I ever want to see is her getting hurt by her own flames.
I didn't realize you put that much thought into it.
I was just thinking about it while watching some similar movies lately.
There are movies like that?
Yeah. Wanna watch it with me next time, Trigger? We can watch it at the video store.
Don't invite her to my store.
Sure. Stop by anytime.
Thank you, Manager. You're very kind. Even I'd blush when people are nice to me like this.
I think you're really kind too, Trigger. So, are you all still down for burgers? It's on me today. Come on, you can get whatever you like.
I like the way they structured Trigger's character. Like the expressions for her character. She's blind, but they still found a way to make her, or give her expressions. Nom 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 nom. The breading on the fried chicken burger, or the fried chicken today, is so crispy. At first, I couldn't tell the difference. I thought as long as it was a burger, I thought as long as it was a burger, it was delicious. Now I seem to have become pickier. Is that a bad thing? Oh, now she likes fried chicken burgers instead of regular burgers. Nice upgrade. Actually, a really good upgrade. Oh, it's been a while, Proxy. Though we never got a chance to properly discuss everything that happened back then, it's almost as if we're linked by an invisible thread of fate. But right now, of course, what matters right now is Soldier 11. We can talk about other days next time we get a chance. There's actually something that's been on my mind, Proxy. You've known both Anby and Soldier 11 for a long time, right? Although I cannot see them with my own eyes, I can confirm that they have very similar appearances. That is correct. That is the case, correct? I noticed it right away. Really, I hadn't noticed. What? They look the same? Although you noticed it, you were tactful and didn't ask any uncomfortable questions. Your composure is truly remarkable. As always, I still have a lot to learn from you. We're figuring out all the dialogues. Really? I hadn't noticed. Is this because everyone is a completely different individual to you? That sounds like something the protagonist of a movie would say. I will keep your words in mind. What? They look the same? What? They look the same? I kind of wanted to say the same thing. Wise, if you're all done chatting, why don't we head on back? Hey, finished. Now I'm deciding if I want to do... Oh, I get Soldier 11's custom art now? Cool. I want to see if I want to do the main story now. Or I can just do it tomorrow. I'm not reading that. Usual spot. In the parking lot? Why is Bellabog jumping in the trash over here too? I'm gonna report them. Colada. There's nothing important, but I had to turn to why specifically for that door. I noticed that you came out of the video store's main entrance. But it doesn't seem to be business hours right now. Did you buy the entire store? You can look at it that way. Ah, that's not important now. I came here today to meet a proxy that I acknowledge and a friend. A trusted friend whom I'm not afraid to show my vulnerable side to.
Yesterday, for the first time, I said no to a task assignment from my superiors. It was an important mission. If completed successfully, it would be highly beneficial for my promotion. But I turned it down.
Why?
Because I don't trust myself anymore. It seems due to certain past events. My memory has been pretty unreliable lately. I'm worried in my current state, I might mess up the mission. I even applied for indefinite leave, but it wasn't approved. Seems the Defense Force still needs my skills. I should be happy about that, right? Why then am I unable to smile? I don't know what's happened to me. It feels like I'm sinking deeper into a haze. Trigger seems to know, but when I asked, she seemed uncomfortable. I know. Crimson Battlefield Dusk. I know you know something too.
What?
But I'm not here to press you for answers. I don't want you to look at me with such a troubled expression. Because I need you. You've probably helped me countless times. We must have gone through so many adventures together. And solved problems as partners. You might even say you saved my life. Maybe that's why when I look at you, I feel this unexplainable attachment. I know you know me, and that's enough. I don't have to figure myself out. Having you is enough. Can I entrust myself to you?
We have to get a storyline further on that she remembers that she is confident again.
I can fight without worrying, because you won't let me become some useless soldier.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I've always trusted you, and I always will.
You must be an idiot, trusting someone like me. If I were you, I wouldn't trust someone who can't even remember things right. It's just asking for trouble. Perhaps we both are. So, if it's not too much to ask, can you promise me 2 things? The first thing, please keep in touch with me, and make use of me whenever you can. Fighting is
I
all
just
I'm
got Evelyn.
good at. If I can protect you and be of use, it makes me feel like I matter.
Dang it, dude. Now I have to swap between her and Evelyn. I mean, the only reason why I play Evelyn is because I don't like the timing mechanic for Soldier 11.
That's completely reasonable. Okay, I promise you.
The second thing, I don't know how to bring this up. I forgot your name. Can you tell me again?
Sure. You can just call me Faithin.
Faithin. I suddenly remembered just now. The fun times we've had. The experiences that we shared. I remember your dream of becoming a legendary proxy. That's a great name. I'll do my best to remember it. Sorry. I can't write things down so I don't forget. I'm with the Defense Force, after all. I can't risk my notes falling into a traitor's hands and being leaked. So...
I hope that actually mattered. I hope that dialogue right there mattered. And it slips later on that we are Faithin to, like, people in the military or whatever the fuck. That, to increase the story, you know what I mean? But they would have to make two completely different plots then. Never mind.
Are you saying you might forget everything I said today? Well, I guess it can't be helped. But it's okay. I'll remind you as many times as it takes.
Please, don't say things that make me want to rely on you even more. I already rely on you too much.
Okay, with the VA change for Soldier 11, it really just does feel as if, like, she's really lost. You know what I mean? It really feels like she's lost and she's, like, a different person now. And I'm sad that, like, the VA had to be changed, but it's also just, like, kind of, in my mind, it kind of fits. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't sound like the old Soldier 11, and she just seems unsure about everything. Nice. Why has British Store just received a reservation? Seems to be a big client. They even paid a large deposit up front. We take reservations now? We signed in with the new software for promotions under Nicole's recommendation, remember? It added channels for reservations and deposits. I didn't expect such a big order to come in so quickly. Wait a minute, our big client reservation is in just 5 minutes? What's the point of reservations then? Isn't that the same as just walking in? Maybe it's for making a payment in advance. Anyways, let's walk into the customers first. We're counting on them for the monthly electric bill. Oh, that's the main story. That's the main story. See, this was my friend, because he was all about Loveless. I like Loveless. That's a Final Fantasy reference. 91 days? Gone. 113 days. Which are level 56.
I only handle.
Let's fire it up!
How dare you? I'm gonna go. Good build. But building in Zealous isn't for everybody. You have to use a lot of energy. It's like a daily thing. If you want to build the character, they ask you to like basically get on like every single day. And as a person who does actually get on every single day, I kind of am fine with that. You're fine. Oh, Eve! My friend Eve. This person actually started playing like a little while ago.
I'll protect you.
Awaiting further instructions.
Hmm.
You have
Either
that
Nickel me or
Ready and waiting.
Okay. At this point, I'm probably how much longer has it been? 17 days? In 17 days, I might skip out on this engine. Either I'm gonna skip on this engine or I'm gonna get it in the last day by whaling. Because at the moment I really don't need it, but I really actually just want potentially to get portrait copies without being forced to get a S1 character.
Standing by.
I mean, what is your S1 actually? Soldiers are use a special attack to hit an enemy. It triggers additional damage from White Thunder 2 times the effect. Does not consume any White Thunder stacks. No, she just gets more DPS. Wow, their gloves literally do say left and right on them. Okay, I like the crit rate buff, and this basically allows you to do your dashes without your EX attack, I guess.
Looking for intel? Or hiring me for a job?
Do something crazy. I still haven't found a character that I really feel like I need to see one the more. I need to get multiple copies of them.
Which alias should I use this time?
A new case to solve?
I'll protect. Good day. Asset confirmed.
I didn't even see what your
Preparing to
symbol
move
for.
out.
Oh, he gains literally half the amount of decibels you needed for a little cool. Okay, so she just puts on a status and makes her do more damage to enemies. Yo. She literally refunds her meter whenever she uses the first two parts of the health attack? That's crazy. Once every 25 seconds. Good, okay. That's ridiculous.
Asset
Okay.
confirmed.
A new
You want it ready and wait.
Hey, this is the path
Yeah, he's
I
definitely the only
follow.
one that, like, you know, mattered, I guess. And it was two. Yeah. Getting that one fallen frost stack is really important because I'm always like one stack away. I'm always one
Only
one
the
away.
brave will win.
Caesar's isn't that important. It's just once
Ready
comes
and
on
waiting.
field, she
Did you?
Awaiting.
puts a shield up immediately.
The lunch is on you.
I love DPS Collider.
Ready for combat.
I think I'm done.
Did you come?
You're ready.
Wanna see? Need something?
Asset. Good day.
Lock number 0. Anby. Standing by. Number 0. Anby.
A mellow tune evokes 100 aromas. I'll be waiting for your next visit.
Alright, GG's.